Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the Thailand finals. We are going into game number two, between GDG9 and my brain is pausing. HHG. Which GDG9 is actually 2-0 up. If they win this next game, they will take it all, the first seeding and the prize money as well. Will HHG be able to make a comeback? They took a really heavy defeat in the previous round, losing it 13 minutes into the game. It just seemed like GDG9 knew exactly what they were doing. They were on point with the pushing, and then they just took advantage of that one opening, went straight in, and baited them out and just ended the game. I hope it's not fatigue that's taking over HHG, as I did see a few comments. Yes, you can actually get fatigue from 6 to 7 games because you get tired from playing at, well, I would say high level, but constantly focusing in on it. When you play casually, you just don't really care if you win or lose anyway. So this time around, they actually fully focus and invested into what they're doing. So it can be pretty tiring. In fact, for me as well, it is pretty tiring. But we have to put on the show for you guys anyway. The draft is, of course, going to start though, and we are going to jump into it. It is going to be Dragonshire. Will this be the last game for today, guys? GDG9, one win away from securing first place and first seeding, along with the first place prize pool for themselves. So GDG9 going up against HHG. Again, we're going to see the Tiranda. Nothing that shocks me there. So Ilton going to be the first ban by HHG, while Falstad will be banned out by GDG9. And on a map like Dragonshire, I think that is pretty normal. We do see Liming being picked up along with the kill task for GDG9. Tiranda going to be picked up by HHG yet again. So we see more Tiranda, and this time around Muradin again going to be picked up. We expect ETC to be picked up by HHG as well. Pretty standard, I guess. Constantly we always see Muradin and ETC on either ends of the spectrum, along with Kiltas and Liming. For once, I would like to see them maybe go like a Muradin, ETC, Liming, Kiltas combination. That would be insane. But anyway, so the draft is still about continuing. If you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. Happening right now is the Thailand finals. This is the finals of the final, and could well be the final game. Lots of finals happening right now. So if GDG9 2-0 ahead, if they win this next one, they will take it all. So thank you for tuning in. For those of you who's been with us since this morning, it's been a long day. So we started at about 11 a.m. GMT plus 8 Singapore time. It's about 5 p.m. now, and this could very well last for another hour should Hot Hit Gaming actually be able to come back into this game. But right now, it does look like GDG9 are in pole position to secure themselves. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the support as usual. And yeah, so they do pick up the Tasada as their third pick on GDG9. So it does look like they're going the same route as they did before. I do expect a secondary support again, maybe a Rega, maybe even a Karazim. Knowing GDG9, it does seem like they want to go with a little bit more of a DPS output kind of draft. So Tasada and Muradin along with Kiltas, maybe with a Rega as well. It will be interesting to see. Right now, being banned out, of course, is the Sonya on HHG. I'm not too sure why they're banning out the Sonya. We haven't really seen a good Sonya the entire day so far. So not too sure why they actually ban out the Sonya here, going up against GDG9. ETC now being the second ban by GDG9, and that's a good ban, I feel, because HHG won't really have a strong upfront tank right now. They have to probably go with a Johanna. And when you have to go with a Johanna, that would be your secondary choice for sure, because it doesn't really do much. As I've always said, I don't really like Johanna just because I feel she doesn't do enough in terms of damage output. She's more of like just a hard tank, and more of a damage soaker, and maybe a hard counter towards like a hero like Illidan. But aside from that, I just feel like she doesn't do enough. So Stitches being shadow picked now by HHG, I think this is a pretty good one. They do have the Stitches and the Tiranda, maybe even a Diablo to follow up as well. Stitches into a Diablo along with Tiranda and Liming, and then let's finish it off with another support in the form of Rega or Uther. I think that would be pretty good. Right now, still waiting for the next hero to be picked up. Again, we are going into Dragonshire. This could very well be the last game. Jaina actually now being shadow picked here, along with Vala. They're actually switching it around. Vala is actually pretty decent too. We haven't seen a Vala all day, but in fact, they will make up their minds and go with the Greymane. Though I'm not sure if that was an auto pick, because they did shadow pick the Vala, but they did run out of time. So I'm not too sure if they picked it just in the nick of time, or did they actually just get auto picked onto the Greymane. Nonetheless, the Greymane is actually a decent pickup here as well for the team. So Li Ming and the Greymane, along with the Stitches on the upfront lines, along with the Tyrande, I do expect an Uther to be picked up here, or a Rega for both teams. In fact, both are still very much available. Rexxar, something that we have not seen at all throughout the entire Southeast Asian qualifier till the finals right now. Rexxar being picked up, and now Kharazim, as I mentioned earlier, they do like to go with the slightly more DPS oriented support, so I did not expect them to go with the Rega or the Uther. Kharazim being picked up, they might go 7-sided strike along with Tasada. I think that would be pretty good, but it does look like GDG9, they're setting themselves up for a really fun game here that we have. Over on HHG though, how are they going to finish this off? Are they going to finish this off with a secondary support in Rega and Uther, or will they go with another front line and maybe even the Diablo? I think either way they can actually go with it, though I don't really like the idea of a solo support Tyrande, but we will have to wait and see. They actually finish off with the Zagara, so that is interesting to say the least. I mean, Zagara is by all means not a weak hero. With the Maul coming out from Zagara as well, he can set up those fights really well. It's just, again, I don't really like the idea of a solo heal Tyrande. I've talked about it before, and though she does have some decent healing spells, only until level 10 when she gets her Shadow Stock does she really have extra healing aside from that one skill. And the problem with Shadow Stock, usually generally people use it to either disengage or to engage in, not ready to heal up. It's not like a solid burst heal kind of skill. So I don't know, Tyrande is just a little iffy for me as a solo support, but they will go with the full lineup of Zagara, Greymane, Stitches, Tyrande, as well as that Li Ming. So they have the damage in Li Ming and Greymane, along with the Zagara. Tyrande as they solo support heal, and if Stitches gets off a couple of good hooks, they could very well just win this game easily. GDG9 though, the team to beat 2-0 right now. Kiltas, Muradin, Tasada, Rexxar, and Kharazim. I am looking forward to their drive. I really like their draft a lot. They have the Rexxar, and we've seen what they can do with dual DPS supports in Tasada and Tyrande the previous round. This time around, going with the Kharazim, I definitely agree with that. 7-sided strike on the way. Maybe. Maybe we're going for the Divine Palm instead. I'm not sure, but I definitely would like to see the 7-sided strike being picked up by Kharazim nonetheless. They do have the Rexxar as well, a hero that we have not seen at all throughout the Southeast Asia qualifier and finals. So, first time we're going to be able to see a Rexxar. Final thoughts is, I think I will give this to GDG9, though HHG does have a really solid draft as well. They have a lot of DPS in Greymane, Zagara, and Li Ming, so they are definitely going to have to watch out for that, GDG9. But I just feel like GDG9's execution has just been there on point. Draft-wise, I think they have it as well, so I'm going to give it to them for now. Anyway, we're waiting for the teams to join up right now into the lobby. I believe they're just rearranging all the players a little bit, so do stay tuned to this. If you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the Thailand finals happening right now. This could very well be the last game with Greed is Good. As you can see, it's up 2-0. It is going to be a best of 5, of course. So if they win this, they will take it all without dropping a single game. That is a feat to be desired for sure. HHG though, they want to try and force them back and push this to more games. We have seen them done it. They were in the lowest bracket twice. They did go 1 down to play 10, lose 11, and they came back 2 games strong. And they are able to get themselves into the regionals, which will be happening next Saturday and Sunday. So speaking of regionals, guys, it will be happening next week. Make sure you guys bookmark those dates and tune in, because all the top 2 representatives of the respective countries will be playing it out for the one coveted spot to fly to DreamHack Sweden to play. For Malaysia, it is going to be Black Sheep 5 and Sabun Gaming representing Malaysia. Resurgence and Relics going to be representing Singapore. Renovation 1 and the Resistance, also known as Renovation 2, will be representing Philippines. Greedisgood as well as HHG will be representing Thailand here. So again, we're still waiting for the game to ready up. I believe all the players have joined up. We're just waiting for them to ready up and start the game. Quick shout outs to our sponsors before we get along with it. It is going to be Razer, our official peripheral sponsor. Make sure you guys check out some of their gear, as well as XSplit, our official streaming partner. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this live broadcast to you, of course. So big shout out to them, and make sure to check out their stuff, guys. We are also continuing on with our Twitter shout-outs. We've seen some of them being featured on stream so far, so make sure you guys head over to Twitter and tweet at the handle HGCSEA. Okay, guys? So it's HGCSEA. Tweet at us, and your tweet could very well be featured on stream while the game is going on. So right now, still waiting for the games to load up. Waiting for the players to ready up, actually, as they are still picking their heroes. I think they're having some tech issues, some small tech issues. Again, thank you for those of you who've been supporting the stream. If you tune in since this morning at 11 a.m. when we started, thank you for being here with us. It's been a pretty long day. Well, not long day. It's been about 6 hours now. We've had a few breaks. I'm getting a bit hungry. It's coming to dinner time soon. But hey, a good amount of HOTS will definitely get us through it, of course. We've had a lot of HOTS action happening over the last weekend. On Saturday, we saw the final week of the SG Pro League happening, where Resurgence took on Relics for the first and second seed, along with 2,500 Sing dollars to play for. On yesterday, we saw the Philippines finals, where Renovation 1 ultimately came out on top without dropping a single game, and Greedisgood might just emulate that if they win this next one, along with Resurgence, who did not drop a single game throughout the entire series as well. So these three teams, you know, Greedisgood, Resurgence, as well as Renovation, are looking really strong going into the regional finals. Hopefully the Malaysian teams will be able to keep up as well, as they were the worst performing country in the previous circuit. We are in the game, however, now. As the game is going to be loaded up here. On the red side, we will have Team HHG, Alice on the Li Meng. Budapest is going to be on Tiranda. Arata is going to be on, who is that? Greymane. Oh, I like the skin. So Arata is going to be on the Greymane, and TNK is going to be on the Zagara, while Peiji is going to be playing the Stitcher. So he's going to be the one to look out for, because he's going to be the one with the hooks. Over on the blue side, though, GDG9, Abrazi is going to be on... is that Hazada? No, is it? I can't really see with the thing close. Karzim. Leona X is going to be on the Rexa. Marinox on Tasada. Error. I realized I was pronouncing his name wrong. It's not Earlzor. It's actually Error. But he just wants to get fancy with his name. So because of that, I'm going to call him Earlzor. It sounds a lot nicer. And RYL is going to be on the Muradin. So these three teams are looking really good. GDG9, Renovation 1, as well as Resurgence haven't dropped a game in their respective finals. Black Sheep 5 did drop one game in their finals. They did blame it due to lag, but you know, just Reason Gaming there. So hopefully we'll see the Malaysians do a little bit better this time around in the C regionals. They did not have a really good showing previous time, going 0-12, not taking a single game. But here comes the Stitches hook in onto Muradin. Fortunately for him, he will be able to dwarf toss back to safety. But that could have gone really wrong for him. Now Rexa making his way towards that top lane with his bear, Boo Boo the bear. Heading towards that top lane along with that Zagara. He's going to contest it with him. It does look like RYL, Muradin, and the Keltas making their way towards the top lane as well. Oracle going to be used by Tasaja just to spot out a little bit. Bottom lane, we're going to see Stitches and the Tiranda. Zagara at the top lane is going to get taken down with the help of Muradin as well as that Keltas. He should have been a little bit more aware of the rotation, as he did see them disappear from the middle lane. So really unfortunate there for him. No one at the top lane soaking right now. Well, here we see Muradin coming in to the side, catching Alice. Why does he actually blink in? Not too sure what she was trying to do there. You don't have level 7 yet, Alice. So that could have gone really wrong for her. She does not have a level 7, so your teleport doesn't really give you any damage. I'm not sure why she actually teleported back in. Maybe she just thought that this was already level 7. She goes in with the magic missiles and the arcane orb. Dimensional shift will keep her alive though, this Tasada. Bottom lane, RYL getting hooked right back in by the Stitches, but it should be fine as they do get control of both the Sun and Moonshines here, GDG9, but not for long. As now, Team HHG will be able to take control of the Moonshine at the bottom lane. Karazim at the bottom, just skirmishing it off against Greymane. Has to be careful though. Here's Li Ming. They want to go in for the kill. Will there be a Stitches hook? Yes, they will, but it will narrowly miss out as Abruzzi actually blinks forward, almost getting hit by the hook. Here comes Alice though, going to get spotted out by the Oracle of Tasada. He is going to use the Dimensional Shift to get away. Arata getting a Living Bomb to the face as well, and will have to back off. Top lane Zagara going up against Rexar, pretty even, both using their minions here, but Boo Boo the bear, we don't want to see him die here, he's a cutie. Bottom lane Stitches narrowly missing out a hook onto that Tasada again, of course with the Dimensional Shift, I think he would have been fine. Now the blue side, they are going to get control of these towers, and it does look Tasada is making his way to the middle lane. He should be able to get it as well. Abruzzi trying to wait as long as he can, holds it for the longest of times, and will be able to blink out as well. So really job well done by our Abruzzi on the Karazim, and they will get the dragon on Mary Nox, pushing down the middle that Tasada. Here we now see the Stitches hook in onto Abruzzi. He gets hooked in, but instantly is able to blink his way out again, so he should be fine. 2-level advantage already in favor of the blue team. This is not looking good for Team HHG as they fall back behind. Remember, they are the team that needs to win this. GDG9 up to the 0 now. They just need this next game to finish it off. And HHG, they definitely need to take this game to push it to the next one. RYL going to find Alice as well as Budapest. Thunderclap going to connect on to 2. But here comes the Dragon. After taking down the middle set of towers, they set the sights on the bottom lane. Dwarf toss by RYL around that wall to get away. Both towers are going to fall. Dragon is going to despawn. As Pagey now looking to set up a hook. Won't be able to do so though. Top lane though, they're still going up against a skirmish between Zagara and Rexa. Stop throwing your banelings, TNK, onto the bear. What did the bear ever do to you? It's just a poor bear. But yeah, bottom lane, they will be able to clear out the creep wave. It does look like Greymane is rotating towards that middle. Stitches is going to stay at that bottom, continue on the soak. They are lacking in behind now. They are one talent tier behind right now, so they can't fight it. They don't have the teleport up and available on that Li Ming. The Li Ming that always goes wave of force as well. I'm just going to predict that she is going to go wave of force this game as well. Stitches, a blind hook, not going to connect onto anyone but Thin Air. Top lane, we do see Li Ming. Boo Boo the bear, run bear. Run bear. The bear will be fine. Top lane though, here we see the rest of the blue side. Here comes the Muradin. Stormbolt in, TNK dropping low. Last hit, Living Bomb will be able to finish him off with the explosion, and down he goes. Zagara will fall at that top lane. Bottom lane, we do see Abruzzi holding his ground, taking the siege camp as well with him. The blue side 4 players at the top lane, they will look to push down the upper towers. In fact, no, they will actually just rotate away with Rexa actually low on HP. Muradin and Kiltas just going to go back and get a couple of those siege camps to further extend their lead. Level 7 now picked up by the red side, so expect the level 7 teleport build being picked up by Li Ming here into Wave of Force later on. Actually, no. That is interesting. So she proves me wrong. Maybe she's listening to stream. She actually goes Zay's Vengeance. So she's going the range build. She's going full Arcane Orb build right now. Not actually going the teleport build, which is interesting. So she wants to stay back. Alice is going to be playing it a little bit more safer this time around. Red team though, they go in for the siege camp kill, but here comes the blue side. Earlzor. Again, I know his name is pronounced error, but I don't want to say it rightly. Abruzzi trying to stop the camp take. Here comes Marinox with the Tasada as well to stop it. Heals out by Karazim, and the red side has to back off. Stitches is gonna fall. So does Greymane as they try to stop this with the rest of the team coming in again. Level 9 to level 7, they are gonna be 2 levels ahead. Level 10 Heroic Talent is gonna be picked up here by the red side. Avatar instantly picked up by Muradin. Phoenix gonna be picked up by Keltas. Force Wall on the Tasada, sorry. And it is 7-sided strikes, I believe. Yes, 7-sided strikes on the Karazim. We are going to see that. And Unleash the Boars. Picked up by Rexar. So it does look like GDG9 know exactly what they're doing with the double support here. They do have enough shields and enough healing to go for the 7-sided strikes to give them more DPS. Abruzzi will kick that Greymane back a little bit. Mary Knox will have to back off. Here comes RYL though, along with Era, coming in with a stun onto Stitches, taking quite a bit of damage. Phoenix going to use Force Wall as well in place. Stitches not going to survive this as he falls. Middle fort is going to go down here due to that. And the rest of the red team is going to have to back off. Rexa though at the top lane. Greymane coming in from the side, jumps in and engages on him. However, will not be able to take him down. And he in turn will drop pretty low, has to back off, gets a couple of heals off. No well just yet. Abruzzi with the dragon, going to take the bottom fort as well. Alice trying her best to defend this, but she has to back off, not wanting to get caught here. That Arcane Orb going to be doing quite a bit of damage. RYL at the side here. Will we get to see a stun? No. Stitch's hook going to miss as well. RYL needs to back off a little bit. Karzim finally going to get out of his dragon. I'm going to heal him up a bit. Stitch is now still giving chase. They don't have level 10 yet, so not the right time to fight. Now the Tornado going to connect onto Pagey. 7-sided strike takes down the Stitches. A 3-level advantage. Yes, 3-level advantage. Pun intended. 3-level advantage for the blue side as they push forward. Still no heroics available on the red team as TNK at the top lane trying his best to repel this Rexa. This is interesting so far. I guess, the real TTC is probably one of my friends back in Malaysia. Thank you again for tuning in to everyone out there. So hopefully you guys enjoy the stream, enjoy the cast. Of course, I have been solo casting the whole day, so I'm a bit tired. Forgive me if I'm not as hyped as I would like to be. I'll try my best to bring it to you. And not much has actually been happening so far. It's been a pretty one-sided game. 8-0 as you see again. Abruzzi going in. Stitches now with the hook. Nice stun going to follow through again. 7-sided strike to keep him alive for now. Disintegrate now going to be used up, but he is going to be able to blink away. Here comes the Phoenix on the side. Alice taking quite a bit of damage. She's going to fall. Tiranda is going to drop as well. Arata now running for his life, and TNK going to follow suit. No one dropping on the blue team. It is going to be a 4-man team wipe. And this is a disaster, a huge disaster for HHG. And this is the problem. I've said it time and time again, teams. Do not go a solo Tiranda healing composition. One solo healing Tiranda, and she still goes that Starfall. There's not enough heals for this team. What they're trying to do now is just to burst them down as quickly as they can. But unfortunately, you're not going to be able to when you're going up against a Tasada and a Karzim. The shield is going to keep them alive, and you're just not going to have enough DPS to just burst them down quickly. With the blue team is going to be pushing in. So this is just really unfortunate for them. Not too sure if, again, the decision making has just been off point a little bit. And when the blue side has a force wall now locking them in, Tiranda is going to fall here. Here comes the dragon, kicks him and flames breaths, and he goes down. They will pick up the Tasada and the Muradin though. So the red side does have a opening here. But they actually will have to back off after losing the dragon. Rexa was not here the entire time, of course. So Abruzzi on the Karazim will be knocking away at this middle tower. Will get it. Alice will get kicked back somewhere into no man's land. Rexa at the top lane will try to push down this upper fort. Abruzzi has to be careful. Gets hooked in by that Stitches. He should be fine. We'll be able to back off as well. Kiltas being able to push down the bottom lane. Still a 3-level advantage right now for the blue side in GDG9. So this is not looking good for HHG at all. Abruzzi makes his way towards the top lane as they try to take down the upper forts. Leona X is there as well to provide some support. Bear, run Bear! Don't let the bear die. We need to keep the bear alive. Here comes the Arcane Orb from the Alice. And Arata just gets kicked back a little bit as well. Abruzzi needs to be careful though, but he knows exactly what he's doing. His team is back. He wants to bait this. Stitch's hook not going to connect yet again, as they will not be able to connect with that. Here comes RYL, not going to get the Thunderclap on the Creep Tumor to clear it out. So has to be careful here. The entire blue side is there. Oracle going to be used to try and give them some vision. Do they want to actually go in on this? No, they're actually just going to use it to clear out the Creep Tuners. We see the hook now as Dwarf Toss going in onto TNK. Not enough heals again. Now the Maw and the back line is going to connect into though. Leona X in the front lines jumping. It is just the bear, of course. The bear, they are going to be able to kill the bear, which is a consolation for them. But after all that, no one dropping, and the blue side just very much still in control. Will be able to take down the upper fort. The red team will have to back off here. It does look like they're making their way towards that bottom. Just trying to push out the lanes a little bit, trying to get any form of map control that they can get. Level 16 though, now available on the blue side. As here we see Abruzzi coming in. Does he want to maybe try and set something up? No, he's just going to kick away at those minions. And TNK will have to back off. Marinox spots out the tumor and will cancel it. This Zagara must be having a frustrating game, especially when you're going up against a Tasada. And mind you, the Zagara was the last pick. So I was a bit curious about that pick as well. They did have the Tyrande solo support, and then going with the Zagara last pick, I'm not really too sure why they actually went with that. I would have expected like a Rega or an Uther, who weren't banned out by the way. Rexa now going to get hooked in by that Stitches. Stun not going to connect, however, here Stitches just gets blown up, not dropping just yet, being kept alive for now. But in the background, Greymane gets taken down. Down goes the Stitches as well. Tyrande is not going to survive this. Does give herself some sort of a boost to get away. But will she in fact be able to get away though? She in fact will be able to. Stun going to be thrown out onto Abruzzi, but they already lose 2. And the blue side, GDG9 are now knocking in on the door, 4 levels ahead. This is not looking too good for HHG. Zagara is trying to defend the top lane as best as he can, but here comes Abruzzi, just not giving her a break at all. Shrines are going to be activated. It does look like Abruzzi is making his way towards the top. Keltas towards the mid, so Tasada looks like the one that is going to get the Dragon Knight. So I expect them to end this right now, to be honest, because GDG9, they have had the history of just pushing on with it about the 12-minute mark and just ending it. Level 17 to 14, still a 3-level advantage right now for the blue side. There still are one talent here ahead too. So pushing on this bottom right now, Ellis, he's gonna get hooked in Marinox, but that's just the dragon. They're just trying to do as much damage as they can. The blue side has not converged on him. Arata is gonna get kicked back. They're trying to save as much HP as they can. Here comes Abruzzi from the side though. Has to be careful. Arcane Orb gonna connect onto the bear and Abruzzi. Taking quite a bit of damage there. He should be able to heal himself up, however. Marinox is there. Oh, this could be trouble. Kiltas gets hooked in. He gets bursted out, and that's what they were looking for, the kickback. But Arata will fall as well. Greymane, Leona X gonna lose his bear. But Marinox knocking away at that keep. This could be trouble for the blue side. They are gonna have to back off right now. Tasada still not out of his dragon just yet. Budapest still there as well as Poiji gets kicked away. They still want to go for that keep. I think they should be able to get the keep pretty easily. I don't think they're gonna be able to end the game right here. They have to be careful though. Stitches hook right dead point and center onto the Muradin. He's gonna be able to mount back up onto his little piggy as he chases them down. Tasada is still there. Leona X gonna summon up his bear yet again, but it's gonna be a 1 kill apiece game clash there at that bottom, while the red team pulls themselves back within the same talent tier for now. Of course, the blue side are just a level and a half away from getting their Storm talents. As you can see there, that was what they were aiming for. The Stitches needs to get a good hook off, and the rest of the team just needs to follow up. It can't be on a Tasada and it can't be on a Muradin, because they can just get away. Even the Karazim as well. They all have escape mechanisms. The only one they have to go for is the Keltas and the Rexa maybe. But right now it doesn't seem like it's going their way. As you can see there, hook in onto the Muradin on point. But however, with the Dwarf Toss, he just manages to jump away and nothing will happen to him. Keltas now moving towards the top lane. He's trying to set something up at the top there to push it down a little bit, to force the team to actually defend this. Bottom lane is getting pushed in themselves, but the red side, they are just going to defend this. Hook in on Muradin yet again. Stun. Not going to connect. As again, Dwarf Toss is going to be used to get away. So this is what I was talking about. So they can't get that out. Zagara, he could be in some trouble. The heals, again, not enough. He's going to have to tap on the well to maintain his HP. I would have just gone back to the well, to the Hero Storm, to be honest. So blue side now just playing with them a little bit, pushing forward. We do see Rexa taking a couple of siege camps. Shrines are going to be activated here, so they're just probably going to wait this out for 30 seconds before they actually try to go in for the push. Red team though, this will probably be the best time for them to take this fight. Hook not going to connect yet again. Blue side, they're just trying to push themselves ahead. They're almost at their level 20. They in fact do get their level 20 and their Storm talents. So the red side not having the best of games here. 3 levels behind. They will not be able to contest a fight that easily. 2 seconds left until the shrines are activated. The blue side should be able to get control of them pretty easily too. The blue side needs to, the red side probably needs to contest on one end. It does look like the Stitches is getting there. There we see the hook in onto the Muradin, but again the Dwarf Toss away. Phoenix now going to be thrown out with a stun being placed down on Zagara, and he just gets taken down again. Not enough heals going to be thrown down here. Tazada coming from the side. Pagey could be in some trouble. Phoenix going to be used yet again to reposition. 7-sided strikes. Kick. Pagey dropping really low. Final blow, and he gets taken down. Arata dropping low himself. This is basically GG. They've lost 2. They are going to lose 3 here. They will not be able to defend this. Alice running for her life. No teleport available just yet. There you go. Force wall going to slow her down though, as now she runs for her life. Budapest playing the Tyrande, trying to keep her alive, but here comes RYL. He wants more. He's going to go in, and in fact, I think GD99 are just going to end this right here with the Dragon. It is in fact going to be GG. I do not see any way for HHG to come back into this fight, so just really unfortunate there for HHG. Take no credit away from them, however, they will be this other team to qualify for the C regionals, but GD99 looking strong and solid, will be able to take this entire series without dropping a single game. We do have a replay class of the last clash available. Look at this, the guard just got toasted. 1 stun with the Phoenix and the burst coming out, he drops. Tyrande was there but just not able to keep him alive. Stitches trying to run as far as he can. The Phoenix was repositioned, as you can see there. Here came the arcane off from Alice, but the 7-sided strike is doing so much damage. Nice force wall there as well. Last hit and he goes down. Arata, at this point he knew that they had lost. He was just trying to kill down the Abruzzi, but he was just going to get taken down either way. Alice trying to run for her life, but look at that one living bomb, bringing her down to half HP. She was never going to survive that. She did get away for a while, but you know, it was just the end of it all after the Dragon Knight came in and just hit away at the core. It's pretty much GG. And again, you know, congratulations to GD99, looking really solid. Again, not dropping a single match, a single game throughout this entire finals, joining the likes of Resurgence as well as Renovation in that category. So we have our final 8 teams, guys. Hype is real. C regionals happening next week. The top 8 teams, top 2 teams of each country representing their respective nations to play it out for one shot to go to DreamHack. Will it be Renovation to reclaim their title to hold on to their C championship? Or will it be Renovation to Resurgence to come back in and reclaim their title? Or will one of the underdogs in Thailand and Malaysia, who we have seen been training quite a bit, come back and cause a shock, upset result? All this will be happening next Saturday and Sunday, guys. So make sure you guys are tuned in, because there's a lot of HOTS left to play in the C regionals. We will have the group stage on Saturday where 6 teams will progress. Oh, 8 teams, all 8 teams. Yeah, 6 teams will actually progress into Sunday for the playoffs, where the top of each group actually will move on to the winner's bracket, while the rest will drop to the loser's bracket. So the brackets will be out next week. We will have, of course, each country will have a LAN event happening for their teams to go there and play. So whether you're from Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, or Singapore, do head down to your LAN event and support your respective teams as they play for your country's pride. But this is all that is going to be for today. The Thailand finals are done. All the respective countries' finals are done. Next week will be the C regionals. So make sure you guys bookmark those dates and stay tuned next week. Thank you all who tuned in today and supported the stream. It's been a pleasure casting for you guys. My name is Arctic Shadow, and this is me signing off. Done, but the nice power slide will cancel it out. Marinox gets pushed back. Tyrande could be in some trouble, but TNK himself dropping real low. Here comes the foul start. Flying in from the side will finish him off with the lightning rod. But Tracer blinks in 3 quick successions, and with the rewind, we'll get the Tyrande with the